Welcome to Hardcore College Football History. My name is John Johnston, and I love college football almost to the point of obsession, unhealthy obsession. I like history too. And what I noticed was that most of our history about football has been reduced to the greatest games, the greatest moments, the greatest blowouts, the greatest players. But there's not very much out there on really how the game was formed or what happened to make it the way it is. And that's the purpose of this channel is to go back in history and look at all the things that happened. There's a lot of great stories about players and teams and the foundation of college football that really have been forgotten. And I think that's a shame. Anyway, I started cornnation.com, which is the Nebraska SB Nation site in 2006. Prior to that, I wrote for 20 years in the computer industry. And when blogging came around in about, I don't know, 2000, somewhere in there, all the magazines I wrote for went out of business in a year and a half. It's a really short time frame. And I spent like 2, 3 years pissed off that I wasn't getting paid to write anymore. And I thought, I'm full of crap and it needs to go somewhere, so I need to start writing again. So I started Coronation and started writing about Nebraska football mostly. When I started my career in sports writing, this is a side gig. I decided that I needed to learn as much about college football as I could because if I was going to write about it, I wanted to know how the game was formed. And I started reading all the books I could get my hands on. And a lot of that was history. Why was the game like it is? Who were the great people that we should know about in the past? Obviously there's Newt Rockne, Notre Dame, Bob Devaney, Nebraska, Paul Bear Bryant, Alabama. But what about the way back when, the Walter Camp and Amos Alonzo Stagg, Fielding Yost, and Pop Warner? Those guys. What about them? So I learned a lot of college football. Then something funny, not really, but something happened in 2015. I had a heart attack and died. I was dead for 20 minutes and I got a brain injury out of the deal. So it was like a 2 for 1. But in that process, I lost a lot of my knowledge. I lost a lot of my memories, especially books and movies. So this channel isn't just to go back and look and say, hey, how did all this stuff happen? It's for me to get the memories of something that I like a lot back because I've started rereading a lot of the stuff that I remember from years ago. I do have ambitious plans for this channel because I think it's interesting and I hope you think it's interesting as well. Those ambitious plans are going to include probably having to pay for footage, pay for somebody that is a better video editor than I am, pay for things like animation and being able to do maps or anything with math where I can do visualizations. One of the things when I had my brain injury, or now that I have my brain injury, is my ability to do any kind of math whatsoever. So statistics, kind of things like that, are very difficult for me. So I probably need help there. That sucks. I do have a math minor from Nebraska. I actually studied like linear algebra and things like that, and that's all gone. So yeah, whoosh. Can barely. I have to sit at a store. If I get a meal at a restaurant with my family, I have to use a calculator to figure out the tip. It's really annoying. Anyway, I have started a Patreon. I hope you support me there. That will be I'll be putting that in links from now on, and you can find links in the video descriptions. I'll also be including book references, books that I use that are on Amazon as part of an Amazon affiliate. So I would like support to be able to pay for some of the stuff that I would like to see come out of this channel. And I hope you support me in that effort. Thank you for looking at my channel this far. And thank you for putting up with me. I hope to put out more. And I'm trying to figure out how I can do that on a little quicker basis. But, everything's a work in progress. We're getting ready for the 2024 college football season. I know there's a lot of people that feel that, there's so many changes that it's kind of ruining the sport. I honestly, in a certain regard, I think that it's going to be the most exciting college football season ever. And I'm looking forward to it because I don't know, it just feels like there's the air is a little fresher when college football is on, and there's a more bounce in my step. I'm a happier person. You don't need to tell my family I said any of this, but it's probably true. If it's true for you, you probably belong on this channel. So please subscribe and watch my videos and like them too. Thank you.